why you're not growing as fast as you want to in your detailing business, and why you think that marketing doesn't work for detailers. So right here, I have the breakdown of the average detailing business and pretty much what the sales cycle or sales system looks like for the average detailing business. You start the detailing business, you think everything's going to be great. You reach out, offer friends, family, cheap work detailing to boost their business. You maybe hop in some Facebook group chats, pass out some business cards, and you get your first couple of clients that way on some pretty cheap detailing to just get your name out there, right? So a bunch of people say yes or no, and then after they say no, boom, that's it. You don't ever look at them again. And the people that say yes, you schedule them in your calendar, you do the detail, and you hope word of mouth gets you another client. And then after that, it's over. No follow up system, nothing. If this is you, you have a serious problem in your business as far as generating new clients. People can stay afloat. You can get to 8, 10K plus with a system like this if you're really grinding. You know what I mean? If you really got that good word of mouth working for you the way you need it to, but you might not be as profitable and be as consistent as you might like it to be. And this is why that is the way it is, right? So with this system that most detailers do use relies on word of mouth for their jobs. So it's inconsistent and it's untrackable. You can't really track and keep tabs on how much word of mouth you're getting and how many people you think you're going to book in the next week off the word of mouth because it's inconsistent. Could be good this week, bad the other week, probably doing only a couple of details a week, barely making a living. But it's no job booking systems. Right in here, pretty much people text you or people call you, you book them in system, and that's it. And when they say no, you don't take it any further. There's no follow-up system. Like I said, you don't hit them up. There's no reactivation campaign. After you detail someone's vehicle, a lot of the times you don't hit them up again. You might do a manual text campaign to some people off the top of your head every couple of months, if that. Most people don't even do that. And there's no client base to market to. You have their contacts in your phone, but most of the time you're not doing anything with it. You're not running any text campaigns to it. You're not running any email campaigns, no targeting campaigns, nothing to reactivate those people that you've already sold into booking again. No maintenance plan or not a good maintenance plan to really take advantage of these people, right? And this is the average detailing business. And a lot of people that just they know how to clean cars or they might love cleaning cars, but don't necessarily understand the business and the marketing behind it. And that's exactly what I'm about to get into right now, showing you the right way it could be done and how you can actually succeed with marketing. Because most people they have this system and they say, hey, this guy offered me ads. I'm gonna take him up on ads. So all the ad does is pretty much right here it adds a spot where now you're getting traffic. But if you're running traffic to a broken system, it's not going to perform the way you need it to at all. He can have the best ads in the world. If you don't have a good sales system in place, the ads will either barely break even or they'll make more money, but it's not worth the money and the time put in to make that money. This is the problem with broken sales systems. And I'm going to show you guys the solution right now. But you can't send traffic through broken systems. This is why most of you guys feel like ads don't work, marketing don't work, and you just rely on word of mouth. Okay, the DeVos method for the detailing business. This is how I structure my detailing businesses and detailing mentees businesses to succeed from paid ads in their sales system in general, right? So a couple of differences between the average detailing business and this method of growing your business is you have a constant way to get your business in front of people. And what I mean by that, that can be organic content. That's not really what I recommend the most. So like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, things of that nature, Facebook groups, Facebook ads. That's another way to get in front of the type of people that want your service in Google ads, Google business profiles, um, business listing websites. All of these things are ways to get yourself in front of people, and you should have an account on all of those platforms. But you need to at least focus on one to consistently get you in front of people, whether that's consistently posting content or consistently putting money into Google ads or consistently putting money into Facebook ads to get yourself in front of people so they know you exist and putting yourself in a race for people that actually have a chance to maybe book your service. You know what I mean? And for me, I like using Facebook and Google. Facebook because it generates a new interest in what you're doing, and Google because it grabs people that are already looking for your service and literally puts them in the palm of your hand to sell to. It's the easiest sales process out there. But let's keep going. It has a sales system to efficiently convert attention to interested leads. Like I mentioned before, it doesn't matter how good the ads are that you run through this broken system that the average detailer has. If you're running it through them systems, it's just not going to convert efficiently. So you need a way to convert traffic efficiently and to capture that traffic, right? So to convert the traffic efficiently, you need to have a good website. That's an example of a good website with good calls to actions. That's very easy to turn them from someone that's just looking for a service, turning them into a lead and an interested lead. You know what I mean? So to do that, you want to have a good website with good calls to actions, and I can show you some examples of that. You also need a quote form or a lead form where they fill out their information to you. So you can give them a quote. So you have their first, last name, email, phone number, year, make, and model of their vehicle. And you can have a couple of additional stuff like zip codes or cities to help you gauge kind of where they are. But this is super important. And then also goes into the next point. It builds a list of interested potential buyers and buyers. Once they fill out this form, you can contact them and you can have a database that you can market to. These are people that filled out your form, so they're interested in your service in one way or another. And some of those people are actually going to turn into buying clients. So you don't have people just sitting in your contact list that you do nothing with. You actually build that database, and that goes into some of the next points of this system that makes it so profitable and makes it smash hit with marketing, right? And it's also optimized for Google reviews. And I can show you the system right now. So at first, it all starts with getting attention on your business. Like I said, Google ads, Facebook ads, organic content, passing out flyers, passing out business cards, whatever, getting their attention, right? And then once you got their attention, you lead them somewhere to convert that attention to actual leads. And leads are just people that you can contact. So it can be followers on Instagram or Facebook. It can be phone numbers of people, emails of people, just a way to contact someone. Just a way to contact someone to sell them on your services, right? And this is the website. The website or your landing page with the quote form where you can get their information. And it has to be a good one and efficient one. I'll show you an example of that right now. Like, boom, boom. This is my client, Jalen, with JC Mobile Car Detailing, doing about 5 to 6K per week in his detailing business after we implemented these things, right? So what I mean by efficient, you have a start a quote button right here, a call now button, and you have a book online button, right? So you can get everyone that has their preferred way of booking in their appointment. Some people want to just call you up and not do all that texting. Boom, you got a button for that. Some people just want to get a quote without talking on the phone. So they can click start quote, fill out a form, and then we'll text or call you. And if you really don't want to talk, we have a book online feature right here. Boom. And it takes you to the online booking page where you can click through, you can look at these services, and you can just book online. All the pricing there, you don't have to talk to anyone. Will show up at the detailing location and boom, you're done. You know what I mean? So there's levels to this. There's levels to this. But you want to have a good website that's actually able to convert your attention, right? And then after you convert them to a lead, you contact them. I don't have it in the system right there, but you have a formula to contact these people once you get their attention. And this is usually automatic text. That's what I like to do. Automatic text as soon as they click submit that form, so you can contact them when they're still thinking about you and when they're really interested with you. So they'll get an automatic text. It'll usually say something like, hey, it's so-and-so with so-and-so detailing. What are your main concerns for your vehicle? If you would like to self-book, you can self-book with this link online. Boom. And then you'll just have the name of your business at the bottom of that. Super simple. And I'll probably put a screenshot of that up on the screen. But super simple. And from that text message, they can either tell you what their main concerns for the vehicle is or what they want to get detailed, or they can self-book online. People do both. But the powerful part about this step that you should not skip is you should call them. Call them right when they fill out the contact form. A lot of times they'll answer and they'll be happy that you got to them quick, because all the time that you give them between them submitting the form and you contacting them is them scrolling to another detailing website's page, filling out their forms, and they could probably get to them before you, right? So if you hit them up first, they don't have any prices to compare it to. You can be the go-to guy, and it just makes the sales process so much easier. But going off of that, you'll either get a yes or a no. And let's go into the yes first. You get a yes, you great, you book them on the calendar, you do their detail, and after the detail, you not only ask in person for a Google review, and you can possibly offer them $25 off to leave a Google review if they leave it to you leave it for you on the spot. And you can have an automatic text. This is what we do. We send an automatic text after every single detail, asking them to leave a Google review and giving them a discount on their next detailing appointment. So this does a couple of things. It gives you a Google review, so it boosts your status and your rankings on your Google business profile or whatever Google or whatever business listings that you want to promote. And it kind of prompts them for your next detail, for their next detail. So they're like, okay, I know I got this discount off the next time I go with them. I think I want to go with this guy the next time I get it done because he did a good job and he's offering me a discount. Boom, it's foolproof. And then you bring them right into from your Google review into your unpaid marketing. Okay. You bring them right into the Google from the Google review, and after already getting the service, into your unpaid marketing. This is your SMS campaigns, your text campaigns, your email campaigns, and all of the follow-ups of that nature. This is what keeps people activated. This is what keeps people not forgetting about you and not forgetting about your business card. A lot of people always say, "Oh, I had this other guy, but I lost this business card." When you have their contact information from getting their leads earlier in the process, and you continuously market with them with text messages, and I can show one of those on the screen right now as well. But you send text messages every month. Don't go in there. You send text messages to them every month, depending on whatever holiday or like occasion there is to give the discount, right? So Christmas, that's December. You got Christmas. November you have Black Friday. January you have New Year's. February you have Valentine's Day. March, I think you have Mother's Day. I think. But regardless, there's always a way to position yourself to have some type of discount or deal coming in, and this can all be automated as well. And I can show you a couple of examples of that too. But bottom line is, you have a way to keep people coming into your system even after they pay you, so you have returning clients and can increase that lifetime value, right? And this is the same thing if they don't book in. If they come in and they say no or don't respond, you can still market to them on a monthly basis. So that no turns into a yes eventually. We've had people in our system that came in a year prior, didn't respond to anything, and then a year later booked an appointment. That's huge. This is a lead that we paid for before with our ads and marketing. So you always want them to convert later or convert more often. And this is the difference between the average detailer and the detailer that knows his process and has a sales system and has sophisticated marketing behind him. Because this is a cycle. It's feeding each other. So you keep your clients for longer and you convert more of the attention into actual clients instead of just relying on word of mouth, hoping that takes care of you, hoping that takes care of your bills. It's great when it's just a side hustle and can even just replace your job. A lot of people haven't even replaced their job. But when you have this system in place, especially with a aged business, like you've been doing your business for a long time, this makes a huge difference. And I even did experiment where I started my own detailing business, just put all of this stuff in place, and we generated $1,200 the first week. This was without the maintenance clients, or this is not even with giving it time for this cycle to even take place and me to have returning clients and things of that nature and build great client relationships. So you can literally replace your job instantly almost in your first week of working, right? But pretty much this is the difference between a regular detailing business and a detailing business following my method. And I actually offer this to detailers that need this built into their business. You know what I mean? We have a one-time plan. So you pay us once and we build this in your system. We provide you with all the systems that we have, all the frameworks that we have, and I teach you hands-on how to implement this and keep this going into your business. So you don't have to worry about thousands a month in a marketing agency and just getting leads. We help you through the whole process the same way we help Jalen with his and building his business. And I can even show you it here. This is what we're looking at. Let me refresh it, make sure it's up to date. You can look at the numbers right here after it loads up. And this is what we're looking at. You're looking at the stats for the past 30 days. Let me move my camera over. The past 30 days, conversion rate of 23,000 last 31 days with a conversion rate of 30%. This isn't just because great ads. This is great ads. This is a great website. This is a great sales system to convert the leads that come through. And this is great follow-up marketing to the leads that we already have, creating this 30% conversion rate and booking this amount of money in the last 31 days, you know. So it can make a big difference. It's good for people that just started, and it's good for people that already got a business that want to add an extra 5 to 10K to their business. So if you're interested, you can check the description for a link to book on my schedule, and we'll go from there. Drop a comment if you need any help.